The Opportunity Council is a small but mighty group of dedicated individuals who work tirelessly to bring resources and opportunities to our most vulnerable people in Bucks County. We are community action, helping people, changing lives. Every department at the Opportunity Council shares a role in reducing poverty in our community. Development gathers the support of volunteers and community members to make the work possible. Fiscal and administration develop responsible practices for each department, and of course they make sure the checks go out. The food program relies on volunteers and donations to bring fresh food to families in need. The Weatherization program provides heat and also hope to families. The coaches partner with individuals and families to address their basic needs, then offer resources to build a future story. There is no one who can speak to the challenges of living in poverty better than those who have experienced it firsthand. Perhaps you have heard of TED Talks. Tonight, we would like to introduce BCOC Talks.
I was lost. I was going to school when I started Opportunity Council, and I really didn't know where to take my education. But Deb from Opportunity Council, she really opened my eyes to take it where I'm taking it right now.
Hard. Trying to depend on the county and the state for assistance, made it difficult. It kind of felt weird. I didn't want to ever depend on, someone else's handouts. When I decided to have kids, I wanted to be able to support them on my own without having to worry about anybody else helping me.
I would really describe my life before the program as a lot more anxiety. Obviously there was financial struggle there, and while I had friends and family, their resources were limited, and obviously you can only lean on people so much. So in trying to recover financially, it really meant the world to me to have the program at my back. I knew that I could exert myself and overcome the difficulties I was having, but it's difficult to do that without a support net, and that's really what I feel the program provided for me.
It was very difficult finding adequate resources to help with my children and myself. I am not from this area originally, and so I really didn't know where to look, and Mary was a great guide in helping to navigate and help me find the resources that I needed to help with my kids and myself.
One of the biggest struggles in living comfortably in Bucks County is affordable housing. I would have liked to live outside of Section 8 at that time, but I couldn't afford to because it was expensive.
I lived a lot of my early life in cities, first in New York and then later in Philadelphia, and public transportation was really second nature to me. So in not having a car in Bucks County, the idea of trains and buses didn't bother me, but I was used to a schedule where every 20 minutes the next one would come along, and the idea of trying to life schedule around a public transportation system that's really only available maybe once an hour, perhaps even every 90 minutes to 2 hours on the weekend, it really takes its toll, and it's very, very hard to have any kind of balance in your life or get anything else accomplished that you normally would in your downtime when you're so reliant on public transportation to get around.
My biggest obstacle on my journey to self-sufficiency was staying along that journey, because at a certain point I fell in the cracks. I made too much or I made too little to receive any help, and at a certain point I just wanted to give up and go back to the system because it was just easier that way.
that my biggest support, number one, was my family, especially my kids. You know, they're like, "Mommy, you can do it, you can do it." You know, I'd be studying for a test, and my oldest son would be like, "Mom, nope, don't give up, just keep going."
Without question, my biggest support through all of this journey was the Opportunity Council. There's no way I feel that I could have made the progress that I have made in the time I've had if I didn't have that support system behind me.
I would describe the ES Self-Sufficiency program to people in the streets by saying it's a program for people who are either in the system, who can't afford to pay their bills or are having trouble advancing to self-sufficiency. It's a program that helps you get there and find the resources to succeed.
The ES program, in my own words, is a program that is vested in people who have unexpectedly hit hard times and just need help to get moving in the right direction again. They're a program that helps you when you're down, but you have to want to help yourself too. And as long as you're willing to put in the work, they're willing to help and support you.
My next goals are to obtain a home for me and my boys, where they can have a backyard to run in and they can finally get their dog, their little Dachshund.
Okay, my goals are to finish my degree in health management and to get a job in my field and, of course, buy a house.
Our mission is to reduce poverty and partner with our community to promote economic self-sufficiency. Home ownership is being made possible by a new partnership with Socrates developers. Congratulations to this year's ES graduates.